Red Ryder carbine. I'm going to go ahead and open this one up. This one is, let me see on the box here. It says here this one, part number 3000433-000, but revised 7/11, so assuming that means, July of 2011 for this model. So this is the same basic model that was first sold in 1940. It was based off of Red Ryder Cowboy from the comic strip, and that was like in 1938. So this is sometimes called the 1938 model, made by Daisy. And I've never opened this one up. This one does have a couple of giant staples there. I'm going to open this up. We'll take a look at it here, and then we'll go over the specs. So I can get this open without tearing up this box. Big old staples in there. Time to relive some youth and kind of get into some of this here. Let's see how this looks. Alright, so here's how it comes packaged in the box. Current models may be packaged a little differently, but a little attention saying lever must be fully cocked before air gun will fire. It's fully cocked after 7 clicks. Read the instructions. Alright. We have a nice thick instruction manual there. Alright. Nice. Has the different models they have. That's a really in-depth instruction book. I like that. That's it. Looks like I'll have to snip that off. Man. Alright. Got that off. That's exciting. Okay, so I can get the lighting here so you can see the wood finish. There it is, Red Ryder engraved on the stock with the cartoon image of the Red Ryder Cowboy from the old comic books. Nice. Alright, it does have this loop here with leather strap, and from what I've read online at least, this was intended kind of as a means, let's say, you know, you're a cowboy and you're riding your horse, you would use this to tie around the saddle and hang your gun there. So that's why these Red Ryders have that little loop there, go along with that cowboy character from the comic book. And does have adjustable rear sight here, so you can adjust for elevation. Front sight is fixed, and it does look like the front sight is plastic. So metal bands. The what do you call it? The lever action right here is actually metal. There was a period of time when they started making this into plastic. They've gone back to metal now. However, the trigger mechanism, or the trigger itself, is plastic, so that's unfortunate, but I'm sure it'll hold up fine. Dang, this is actually really cool. Alright, so there it is, the Red Ryder carbine. This is the, what did I say, 2011 model. Yeah, revised 2011, so I'll be interested. I'm going to check in the stores and see if the newer model has the same revision date on it. If not, I may pick one of those up and start a little collection. Here's the specs. Lever cocking spring air action, and .177 cal BBs. Smooth bore steel for the barrel, so you're not going to get a lot of yards out of this. Sights, you got your blade and ramp front with adjustable rear. stock and forearm are a solid or a stained solid wood. Safety, crossbolt trigger block. It does have a safety on there. Capacity 650 shot. Max velocity 350 feet per second. Max shooting distance 195 yards. Dang. Overall length 35.4 inches. Weight 2.2 pounds. So always wear your safe glasses, it says. Oh, of course, in California, a big old warning there not to display this in public. Let's check out that safety. Okay. Yep, there it is. The lighting's showing that up. Red for fire, push it in, and she's safe. So, really cool. Here's how you load your BBs. You gotta push in and up. So push in on it and slide that up, and then fill your BBs down into the tube. This looks like a feed tube, but it's just for looks right there. So your BBs fill in through this main part of the barrel. Here's a spot here. It says oil here, so you can put a drop of the air gun oil in there. Now there it is. Model 1938B, Rogers, Arizona. Unfortunately, see, it even says right here, made in China. So this one right here is made in China. I know I've seen some of the models that say assembled in USA. So this one right here looks like it was straight up completely made in China. Like I said, this one's a few years old now. I'm filming this in 2016. And the reason why I busted this out, I have just ordered the 75th anniversary edition. So we'll do a comparison on that.